Actor Mel Gibson and podcast host Joe Rogan have publicly criticized California Governor Gavin Newsom for his handling of wildfire prevention and forest management. In a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Gibson alleged that Newsom failed to deliver on his 2019 pledge to maintain state forests, saying he didn't do anything.
Now, I think they are.
Yeah, I think so for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, we were just talking about the wildfire situation and how crazy it is that they spent $24 billion last year on the homeless.
Yep.
And what do they spend on preventing these wildfires? Zip.
And in 2019, I think Newsom said, I'm going to take care of the forests and maintain the forests and do all that kind of stuff. He didn't do anything.
And then on top of that, they cut the water off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's all funny. And then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know, but it's like, it's sad. It's like the place is just on fire.
Well, the whole state is just so poorly managed. It's so frustrating and confusing. And then he gets on TV and pretends like everything's great. And California's the best. We have the best state. We have the most amazing economy. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. You've ruined the state. You personally ruined it.
Well, it's the same team that was up in San Francisco and came down to LA, and they're doing what they did in San Francisco. And
yeah,
San Francisco's kind of like apocalyptic now,
Yeah.
I went there and it's just like people, homeless, or, it's a mess.
It's just unbelievable that society can crumble that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It really is unbelievable.
It doesn't take long.
No.
Yeah. I read a book once by Jared Diamond called Collapse.
Mm-hmm.
You ever read that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, right? It says all the things you need for a civilization to cave in and collapse. And a lot of the things are present, all those earmarks, the precursors of the collapse. They're present in our time. So it's an interesting observation.
Rogan echoed this sentiment, pointing to the state's $24 billion allocation for addressing homelessness in 2023, contrasting it with what he described as minimal spending on wildfire prevention. What do they spend on preventing these wildfires? Zip, Rogan stated. The conversation touched on broader concerns about California's governance under Democratic leadership. Gibson humorously suggested tax dollars may have gone toward Newsom's personal grooming rather than essential projects, quipping, probably went for Gavin's hair gel. Rogan expanded the critique, accusing Newsom of mismanagement, stating, "You've ruined the state. It's personally ruined." Both figures emphasized the toll of ongoing wildfires, which have caused widespread damage and displacement across the state. These remarks have reignited debates about California's budget priorities. Critics argue the state's focus on homelessness has overshadowed the urgent need for wildfire prevention strategies. In recent years, the increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires have prompted mandatory evacuations, destroyed homes, and claimed lives. Public discourse has further been fueled by Gibson's personal experience, as his Malibu home was reportedly destroyed in previous fires. It doesn't take long for things to collapse, Gibson noted, referencing Jared Diamond's book Collapse to suggest systemic issues contributing to the crises. As California continues to grapple with environmental and social challenges, Gibson and Rogan's comments spotlight public frustration and calls for more effective leadership to prevent future tragedies.